What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Triple T podcast for knife makers. This is Jerid from Echo Blades, and as always, I have my homeboy, my partner,
I
my
wasn't sure what you're going to say there.
my jiggy G unit gangster, Mr. Denis Tyrell from Tyrell Knifeworks.
Jiggy, jiggy.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm jiggy.
You are.
I'm tired, actually.
Why are you tired? You don't even work.
I don't know if your dog, my dog is a fucking anxious, crazy. Do you have issues with smoke detectors going off and your dog just freaking the fuck out?
I do not have that problem, but ironically, I do have a dog lemma going on right now.
A dog lemma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all kinds of dog issues. So,
well, 3:30 in the morning? I guess one of the batteries on one of the smoke detectors started beeping, and Molly is just shaking like uncontrollably for an hour every time that happens.
like beeping or going like off?
Like beep.
Oh.
Beep. That just freaks her the fuck out, and she shakes like she's vibrating the bed. She's shaking so hard.
Well, change the battery, lazy.
Well, it doesn't help now. And they always go off in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. So
poor Molly.
Yeah. And then of course she sleeps all day because she probably burned 4 million calories shaking for an hour.
Oh yeah. Well, she's
shaking
tired. She's
and
been
panting
up all night.
And
yeah.
Fuck her.
That sucks. Well, like the story with the dogs. Now we have 3 dogs plus 1, 4, which we have the original dog. Who
the Lynn tricked you on?
No, my daughter.
Oh, that's right.
My daughter's right. Yeah. Everybody celebrates her birthday a day before I do because I didn't know she existed for a day. They had her locked up in the room. But anyways, I always tell the funny joke is that, she's the best thing to come out of pure deception in my life. So, but my daughter moved back. She's back right now for a minute. And so Sasha's back home. But when Sasha left, we were not a dog family. And then she came and we were, dog family now. So when she was gone, there was like this really like empty place in the house. And I had never experienced that before because I've had a few pets here and there. And I guess we had one dog before. There was a spot missing in our house. So you
got 3 dogs.
We are absolutely supporting of you don't need to go get a puppy, right? There's plenty of animals that are need to be rescued. Apparently we lucked out and got the most perfect rescue ever with Sasha, because we go out and we get one, and so that's just the way the Sandovals roll. We live a life of excess. We're compulsive. We make very, very impulsive decisions at that, and one turned into my wife on some Facebook rescue page, and they were going to take these dogs to the Doggy Green Mile, and she had to save this one. That one turns out to be cool. A year later, same situation happens. Now, so I have 3. Long story short,
you need to keep her off the internet.
I did. Yeah. Yeah. I've, that parental restriction. I've blocked all those groups, but, yeah. So I've never had a vet bill. I've never had I've heard stories, but something happened. They're two of the smaller ones are like Yorkie poos, real manly dogs, all about 15 pounds at the most. And then the other 2 are bigger. So they were wrestling, and something happened to one of the little guys, and he just shut down. And they're high energy dogs. I was running around like freaking lightning bolts, and this guy just stops, lays down, won't get up, won't, every time you pick him up, he started yelping. So there was something wrong with him. We go to I'm like, after 3 days of this, I'm like, we should take him to the vet, I'm figuring it'll be a couple $100. It turns out he's got a slip disc or a bulge disc or something in his back from somebody jumping on him, and he's hurt. So they give him an X-ray. And
that's $300 right there.
It was $1,200.
Yeah. I mean, just the X-ray is $300. I mean, they
Pretty much. Or no, because they were going to sedate him, and because they gave us an estimate of 1,600, and then they didn't have to sedate him, so he ended up only being, I guess, sedation's $400. So, yeah, I don't know, a couple medicines, and I'm just like, wow, that's a really expensive free dog. Yeah.
welcome to pet ownership.
Goodness gracious. I don't know if, yeah. So, anyways, my wife she was all bummed out because the dog was hurt. And I get it though. I get it. You hear stories of people that, spend just a shit ton of money on, trying to rescue dogs, and because they're family members now at this point, right? But
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like them that much.
I tell you, when Molly goes, Kim is going to be a wreck. It's going to be awful.
Yeah.
I will be too, but
sure,
not as much as her.
I'll be sad. Always good people. But anyways, yeah, that's yeah. It's a good bill to have right before you leave.
Yeah.
So how are you? How's it going? How's the week? How's everything going? Entertain me. Tell me stories that are absolutely entertaining and full of vigorous description.
I don't think I have anything that interesting, but yeah. Last week went well. Little, I'd say almost even a little ahead of schedule, which is good. I wanted to finish up that dagger last week, and that finished that up Wednesday, so that was great. Yeah, I'm on to. I released the video, so the video is out. If you haven't seen the video for the keyhole dagger, you should go watch it many, many, many times. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm happy with the. I'm holding it right now. I'm happy with how the fit up ended up. It looks great. Happy with the Damascus. I love the Damascus. I was worried that because it's that S, you can't quite see it, but because it's like that S pattern, I was afraid that it was going to look very asymmetrical because it didn't terminate at the tip, but it looks amazing. Like, I'm glad I did not change anything because it doesn't look unbalanced at all. It just looks like more, yeah, the pattern looks cool. It's not, it doesn't take your eye away because it doesn't exactly terminate, and it's not symmetrical, but it's not supposed to be symmetrical. So anyway, it was what I was going for.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
Yeah. I mean, I've always got some critiques. I wish
I was going to say, I'm very curious because, a lot of good stuff comes out of your shop. And I can tell when you're jazzed about something, and I can tell when you're mad about something, and I can tell when you're satisfied. I can't get a read on this one. Are you happy with it?
I'm very happy with it. I wish the etch was a little darker. When I went through a bunch of like choices because this one is really tricky because it's got the wood attached. So everything, all the etching, all the coffee had to be done with the handle attached, of course, because it's keyhole. And I had to, like, even though you nail polish it, like the junction of, like, you cannot get nail polish on the steel because you have a really shiny part and that just looks like dog shit, right? So you have to err on the side of,
getting the wood a
little. So the
Ayo.
Yeah. So I had the etch went fine. Like the ferric etch, it's pretty deep etch. It looks great. When I did the coffee the first time, like I didn't, even though I had, so I went and I sanded the blade to 2000. I wanted it really high so that I was hoping that I would get some nice shiny 15 and 20 because it was etched. I mean, it was sanded so high. And then I went back and sanded the highs, but I didn't buff it because buffing it, I was worried I was going to take off the nail polish, which is on. I didn't want to have to redo that. it was a big pain in the ass. And then when I did the coffee, it totally blacked out all of the 15 and 20. So I had to do it again. And that time I forgot to do the phosphoric dip. So again, it washed out the 15 and 20, or sorry, it didn't darken the 1080 as much. And then the third time was kind of the charm, but it just didn't get as dark as I wanted it. And I didn't want to put it in again.
Gotcha.
So anyway, that was a long explanation for, I just wanted it a little darker, but the contrast is great. It looks really good. The nickel looks really good. So I'm happy with it. And I'm happy with how the quillions came out and yeah.
If you stop moving around, maybe I'll be able to see.
There. See?
Yes.
This is great.
Nice. Very cool. Listeners, go watch the YouTube channel. All 4 of you. Check out the million of posts that he did on it. Yeah, that's very nice. The quillions are just, I like them.
Yeah, I do too. I overall, I like how the blade came out. I think it looks nice, and I'm happy with it. I'm thrilled with how the keyhole ended up.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy to hear that, because I was going to tell you, if you're not happy with it, if you're mad about it, I think you're probably just being overcritical about yourself, which we all tend to do, right? Everything could be a little better. All the little things that didn't go as you planned, just like everyone else.
Yeah.
But it came out great.
Yeah. I'm happy with it. I got to do the sheath and all that unfun stuff. Stuff I procrastinate about.
All right.
But,
well, cool.
Yeah. But I was glad to have that one done. And now I'm back to working on the folders. And
how many? 3?
How many folders? 3. And they're all being done in tandem. So
batch.
They're almost done. I mean, I finally fitted up the scales for them today. I got to work with ivory for the first time.
How'd that go?
It actually wasn't too bad. Compared to working with molar's a lot harder to work with. Ivory is a lot easier. And
I feel like it would be chippy.
It's not as chippy as because it's softer. For some reason, the molar is really, really hard. The ivory is actually not that hard. I mean, it's easier to drill. It sands easier. Like sanding, like grinding the molar is like grinding stone. But the actual ivory is not bad at all. It grinds really easy.
Nice.
You just got to make sure you don't get it too hot. But it's when you're working with $200 set of scales.
I was going to say it's got you puckered a little bit. Huh?
Exactly. It definitely has some. And you got to take them down like so thin. And I can only grind. That was the most stressful part because it's bark. So it's the very outside of the tusk, right? So it's already got a curve on the top.
Yeah, it's got like a concave or
convex on the top. So, and you can't grind anything off the top because you'll take that color away, and the color is what you want. So, so you can only grind off the backside, and then you have to grind it so that it's. Oh, I need to grind a little more off this corner and then level the whole thing so that it's the same thickness all the way around. It's really tricky. And then I'm going to have to grind the bolster to match it was more effort than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, it's all good. It's fitted. I haven't ground the bolster yet, but so far so good. As long as I don't drop them on the floor or anything stupid like that. They're a little more, ivory is definitely a little more fragile than anything else, but
is it durable?
What do you mean durable? Yeah. I mean, it's like, don't drop it. Like it'll break. So it's not like this is not like an everyday carry knife. This is going to be a very high end knife. This is for the gold Damascus knife.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I was just thinking, if you're not wanting to be super ginger with your handle scales, I would suggest you go check out Rock Solid Scales. Matt over there has some really, really awesome products for you. Flagship is the Grip Tech handle material, very durable, super grippy. And I have just been seeing all kinds of just really, really, really awesome patterns, colors. People are really taken to it, and just really loving all the work that I'm seeing. I already said this before, but I'm looking forward to Blade Show to see how many people have it, and check out what else he's been putting out there. But if you're interested in some awesome handle material, go check out Rock Solid Scales. Load up that cart, and you could use the discount code Triple T10 for 10% off.
I've been using my new paring knife all weekend. Tim
Nice.
has too. So yeah, I'm loving the grip tech on that knife. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
It's very comfy.
Awesome. Yeah, great stuff. Priced well, and you could drop it.
Yes. Well, not that I've dropped your knife yet, but I'm sure I could drop it and it's not going to shatter. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. You know what? I gotta. So once in a while, like something will surprise me on Amazon. Like, we're not talking Timu here or anything like this, but sometimes you order something and you look at the picture and maybe we're used to getting disappointed, and like you see a picture on Amazon and you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to get that and it's not going to be what I expected. I'm going to show you next time you're over. So I ordered a little wooden box for that knife and to put the knife in, and
Hmm.
it's like a little jewelry box or something like that. And in the picture it's this beautiful wood burl. It's a Thuya, if you know what that is.
No.
Thuya, Thuya, Thuya wood burl box.
Okay,
And I'm thinking it was like $26. I'm like, how good could this possibly be? I'm like, fine, I'm going to order it.
but it's worth the
Holy
invest.
fuck. Like, I'm
Awesome.
serious. This thing is quarter-inch thick Thuya all over the lid, the bottom, the sides. I ordered another one, and I ordered the big one for $60 just so I can cut it into scales. I'm totally serious.
Oh wow. You sure
I
it's
don't
not
know.
Fulia?
No, I mean, I checked it with calipers. I was like taking measurements. I was so surprised at the beauty and the quality of the wood in this thing. I don't know. I don't know who they have, like child labor somewhere in some other foreign country that's making these things. I don't know, but awesome deal. I couldn't believe it.
Is it a hardwood?
Yeah. Oh, it's good. I should run if I next time you're over. I'll show you, and you'll be very surprised.
Okay.
It is beautiful. The lid is this beautiful burl. It's like an orangey reddish kind of wood.
Okay.
Google Thuya, Thuya, Thuya burl images, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful wood, and I've seen it before. But yeah, anyway, it's going to be in a nice little box, and I have a little
Oh.
vial of the gold. Um, yeah, and this
Oh.
little box had, I swear, you could get at least 2 sets of scales out of this little box
Oh, that is super burly.
for $26. I couldn't believe it.
Interesting. Well, Uline's got them for a lot more, so you got to steal.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, that's
So
awesome. That's a
yeah,
cool. That's a cool moment right there.
yeah, and this is like right off of Amazon. I couldn't believe it.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. But what else happened? Oh, Parker came over and we were working on sand sharks because I got the parts from Jeff. So sand sharks are back in stock. So if you're waiting on a sand shark, wait no more. You can get them. Like I sent two. This is the furthest I've ever shipped anything. Someone ordered a sand shark. Get ready, from Malaysia.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's a ways away.
yeah, that's a ways away. and I had to reach out to him and I said, this runs on 110. He's like, oh yeah, I've already got a step down converter and I'm all ready. And I'm like, okay,
Well, that's cool.
$240 to ship it or something.
Eesh.
Yeah,
Ouch.
it's crazy.
Ah, goodness. Well, that's
Yeah,
cool. Well, I'm glad they're back.
yeah,
That thing's a
yes,
powerhouse. Where can
yeah.
they get them?
Get them. They can get them at TyrellKnifeworks.com. And you can also find them over at Housemade.
Very cool.
Yeah, but buy them from me because I make more money that way.
Oh, Jesus. If you're in Malaysia, buy it from Brian. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's great. Now I can have my buddy back because,
Yes. Which
yeah.
one, me or Jeff?
Oh my God. Denis.
Uh,
I don't know who to piss off right now.
I know who you meant. It's okay.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You're always here, buddy. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah. I'm always a sucker for punishment.
Yeah, yeah. So the other day, I was again ADHD boy here, and one of the awesome things that I do on a daily basis because I don't have the ability to change it apparently is I get in my car, start the car, and then I'm gonna connect my phone like pretty quick if I'm on top of it. But whatever station is on in my car, like I have zero idea for what is on the radio, and it always seems to land on a station that I get like the signal barely comes in here, and then as I start driving down the road, if I don't change it, it'll go to static and and I never change it. It's on. Like I'll get to thinking in my head, but anyways, that was happening, and I was somewhere in the middle of Vasco, which is like halfway between my house and Dennis's house. And what was the song I said? Oh, I wear my sunglasses at night came on, and
Corey Hart.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just got my Judgy McJudgerson on, and I was like, I can't imagine like growing up and that song being cool. It's not my jam. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I think it was really bad. So I text Dennis and I was like, bro, I'm sorry, but the music you grew up with was, there's a good amount of trash. And he starts going off about, no, you're crap and da 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 da. And I had said the name of the song, and he goes, okay, so there's a few flies in the honey. And I don't know why, but I have never heard that term, and I thought it made me laugh because I was just thinking about you getting all judgmental and getting ready to fire back, and you were like, okay, all right, you're right. That one sucks too.
Well, if you really sit down and listen or read a lot of the lyrics from the songs of the 80s, yeah, it's not good.
It's not. I mean, there's some really bad stuff.
Oh,
There's some really awesome stuff too, man.
Like some of the like what we used to call like rock songs are.
Oh yeah, butt rock we call it. Yeah,
it's so funny because Parker listens to like the stuff that I would listen to back then. It's so fun. I don't get it. Like I never listened to I guess I do now. Listen to what my parents listen to. But Parker listens to he had Kiss on the other day. And
oh
I'm like,
Lord.
oh, and it was like Lick It Up or something like that. I'm like, listen, like, oh, this is the worst.
That's funny
because the lyrics are so bad. But it's entertaining,
oh
I guess.
man, did I
Okay.
tell you that I'm going to a concert?
No.
I didn't. So my son started playing the guitar because I've played the guitar for a long time. Practice the guitar, never not good or anything, but I've play well enough to entertain myself. And I started with the electric guitar and I ended up on the acoustic, and that's what I like to do. But I've never been able to like. My dad is a musician as well, and you figure if you have a musical family that they could teach you, right? My dad never taught me a lick about how to play. Every time, like, I'll be like, "Hey, show me that." He starts playing and then he starts jamming, and I get nothing as far as instruction out of him. So I was always like, fine, I'll do it myself. So then my son wanted to play, and I've been able to help him a little bit, but I find myself like, I don't know how to like to share the information of like how I'm doing or what I'm doing or how I'm doing it. And so I got him a guitar, and he's basically inherited all the shit that I had over the years is now his. All my amp, all my electric guitars, like everything. And I'll be damned though, the kid's been playing for about a year now, and he's getting pretty damn good. And out of nowhere, he comes down the stairs and he's got a Pantera shirt on. So he's listening to like, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, and I've listened to Pantera a lot. Not like my jam, but it's good. And I'm happy that he's listening to it. But he's starting to play it. So all of a sudden I'm looking Instagram death scrolling one time, and Metallica's coming to town on in June, and lo and behold, Pantera's opening for him.
Oh.
So I was like, oh man, I talked to my wife, and I'm like, I want to take Jerid there. But the last concert we took him to, he was all into this band, and we surprised him. He was young though, like 8, 9. He was like on his seat for 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes later, he was like, I want to go home. I couldn't deal with it. I almost lost it. Like, it was not my finest parenting moment in my life, but I was like, because I knew how much money we'd spent, and we'd done this whole thing to like try to make it the best night of his life, and he was just, this is cool. No, I'm over it. So I told her I wanted to take him. He's going to be 17 now. So, anyways, we're going to see Metallica and Pantera. Catches though, it's on June 22nd. That happens to be Lynn and I's 23rd wedding anniversary.
Oh,
So.
that was not well planned. Is she going?
No, she's not. Oh. But I talked to her. I said, hey, she's good with it. So, just have to postpone that thing. It's on a Saturday or a Sunday or something like that. So not the worst, not like on a Tuesday at least, But so yeah, I'm kind of stoked about that. I've never seen Metallica, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Although the other night they're doing 2 shows. The other night Limp Bizkit's opening up, and that's where I would rather go see them. But
yeah, I don't know. I can't even name a Pantera song. I mean, I'm sure I've heard them, but that was not my jam at all.
All you need to know is Dimebag Darrell.
I don't know that.
And he was killed.
Oh.
R.I.P. Dimebag. And the rest is not even worth talking. So, but it's good stuff.
I saw Metallica with Aerosmith, Metallica, the Black Crowes, and shit, who was it? Fuck, I think it was Warrant. Yeah.
In Warrant? 1980?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty close. No, it was late 80s. No, it actually had to be in the 90s. It was in the 90s.
All right.
Because Enter Sandman had already come out.
Oh yeah. You're in 90s town.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've never seen them. I never thought I would. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know how the hell we got here.
Is that Shoreline?
It's at Levi's.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, they're too big to play Shoreline.
Oh yeah, Shoreline's a shithole. That's a one-way in and never come out venue. Yeah, but that's cool. So I have no idea how we got there. But,
Oh, and speaking of anniversaries, my wife has informed me that we're going to Monterey for our anniversary, which is like 3 days before we leave for Blade Show.
Oh, cool.
I pulled the, I don't know, I got to check how I'm doing a Blade Show. She's like, no, you don't. she put her foot down and she said, you can take 1 day off. I'm like, all right, I guess I am.
Yeah. She's worth it. You're good.
So we're doing the 1 night in Monterey. So
very cool.
I know that's one of your favorite towns.
It is. It's good stomping grounds there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But speaking of Blade Show, I know you didn't watch it because, you never watch any of my stuff anymore.
What do you mean?
My Triple T last week was on Blade Show, kind of tips for Blade Show.
I
And
did. I skimmed through it. I did not give it an
used.
honest wash, but I
Well,
always worry about your click through rate, so
oh
I
yeah,
go
right.
through it.
So I figure we spend a few minutes talking about Blade Show this year,
Sure.
and what's Parker's pinging me. Is he going to work tomorrow? Talking about Blade Show, and for people that have never gone, what to expect. What I would recommend you do if this is your first time at Blade Show is go to the Blade Show website and grab the map and kind of write down all the places that you definitely want to visit and
Just
then
circle
find out
20.
where they are.
Just circle 230.
Yeah, and of course,
Oh,
circle
yeah.
230 because that's
Gotcha.
where we are. That's table 230, not 230. 23.
Which is a valid clarification because
I've had to put like a 23-O in because many people say I was looking for you at booth 230. Like no, I'm not rich enough to have a booth.
Brent.
Brent.
Go ahead. Yeah.
But what I recommend is you make a list of the places you definitely want to see. I've even done that this year so that I don't miss anybody, and then get the map, print it out. In fact, I think they give you a print. Don't you get it in your bag or something like that?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Or they hand out the pamphlets or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they give you a bag.
But anyway, if not, print yourself a copy of that map and circle it and check them off. That's the first tip I think you should do because there's so much going on. Sometimes you miss a row. You
Bump into somebody that you start a conversation, knocks you off your course, and you never get back there.
Yeah. So, but and then if you can, if you know people at Blade Show, figure out a kind of a home base because when I've been to several Blade shows, like Blade Show Texas a few times, like not exhibiting, and I get exhausted walking around. Like I'm like I need to just sit down for a while, and if you know someone and you can like, hey, can I come hang out and sit down for a while is a good idea, or even now that they have that little lunch area with tables and chairs now is a good little break area. So you'll see lots of people taking breaks because it is kind of exhausting walking around. Wear comfortable shoes.
For sure.
Bring ibuprofen.
Yep. And Crocs and ibuprofen. You'll be
Crocs.
good. Don't wear the fish flops.
Have you ever actually worn those?
I have.
Oh, well, you better wear them this year.
I brought them last year. That's it. They're strictly at this house now.
Yeah. But I'm anxious to see a bunch of our friends, especially the ones that are Brent, getting getting a booth for the first time. See how that setup is going to work for him. What he's got up his sleeve. See if Coy's going to change anything. Maybe someday I'll get a booth. I don't know. I'll have to see how things go. What's your favorite part of Blade Show, or any tips that you would have, Jerid, for folks? First off, for people that have never been.
All the things that you just said. If you can, I mean, I'm torn between. I guess I knew I was going to go back when I went, so it wasn't like a one-time thing. If this was a one-time shot, like you've saved up and you're not sure you're going to make this a regular deal, I would highly recommend the things that Denis said. And if you're a maker, really kind of like take inventory of your shop to see what you need and what you're after, as far as like materials and things like that, because there is like an endless like just a sea of oohs and ahs, and you can quickly run out of money. You could just spend your time with swirling around, but I think trying to put together a plan, and making sure that you highlight the things that you want to see, and make sure you prioritize getting those things done as opposed to just walking around. That's where I'm saying like I'm torn, because I think there's a good amount of a value in just experiencing Blade Show organically and just kind of letting it happen, and just ending up where you end up and seeing who you see. It is long, right? It's a couple days worth of things, but a couple days isn't enough to see everything. So I would definitely do that. But if you're looking to go, for handle material, you want to go check out Rock Solid Scales, or you want to go see Pelican, like, go mark that stuff down and make it a point to get to there. And if you have a favorite maker too, like, go beeline there and talk to people. I think I was kind of, like I said, when I was skimming through your video, I don't need to give a suggestions on people that have tables and are doing the thing, but I think as a patron, one of the worst things to do is to walk by somebody's table and they're not engaging or inviting or talkative, or they're off-putting in some kind of way. And but as a patron too, you can initiate all that stuff, and you'll find out that we're an awesome community full of awesome people and with similar interests, and just want to kind of get down and talk about it. So get out of your shell.
Yeah, got to break that shell.
Got to break the shell. Got to get out there and do it, which is hard. I get it.
Yeah. And Brent is a master as far as pulling people into the table and being on the other side of the table and pulling people in and being interactive and talking to people.
There's a lot of people that are good. Brent's one, Micah's one. Just on and on and on of people that just get the people coming and keep them coming in. It's good stuff.
Cool. Yeah. And as far as like, should you get a table? If you're thinking about it, probably too late now, but if you haven't thought about it, but for next year, I always tell people you should definitely go experience Blade Show as an attendee first, so you know what you're getting into. But then, I've said this many times on the show and in videos that it can be one of the worst places to sell knives, because there's over 800 tables plus, and I know they're not all knife sales, but 3/4 of them are, plus booths and stuff. So there's a lot of competition. You do, if you're considering getting a table, selling knives, be careful, because that's not, you may not even pay for your table or your trip from lack of sales. So be careful. Like, don't count on the sales is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think what I've learned, I think every past year in Blade Show, I've gone in with like, oh, this year I'm going to have this plan, and this year I'm going to have this plan. And it's never been what I expected. So this year I'm just, hey, this is what I'm doing. It's not a plan. I made what I've made. I'm bringing what I'm bringing. And if it sells, great. If it doesn't, it'll sell on the website, kind of thing. But I think the knives that have always sold are the ones that are different, that are not on the table beside me. Like, for me personally, the ones that are sold are the unique ones that other people don't have. If you're going to make the same $300-ish knife, that there's probably 100 tables that have those on there.
Yeah, that is, I gotta stop you there, because I think that is such a personal choice. And whatever lane you're in, just fucking stay in your lane and do what you do.
Yeah.
Don't listen. A couple years ago, everybody was drinking the whole EDC Kool-Aid poison, and it that year it was popping off. The next year, lots of people put a lot into it, and they got skunked. I've seen some amazing makers come away with full tables and not sell a single knife. So
I just mean, if your plan is EDC knives, then I think either you got to pull people in, you got to have an amazing story.
Sure.
You got to do something different.
Yep.
I'm not knocking.
No,
If
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying
if everything is $300, that's great. I just mean you got a lot of competition.
But the unique guy makers have a lot of competition as well. That's the place where it's all there. Just do you, stay in your lane, and like I think the old house adage of, selling your product is half the battle. Sell yourself, sell what you're doing, and you're not going to get that by just looking down at your table and ignoring people. So
that's always. Sure. I always kind of chuckle when I walk by. The guy didn't even see me walk by because he was looking at his phone. Not that I was going to.
And I'm super confident in this belief that we're introverted community by nature, right? We spend a lot of time in our shops by ourselves, and people, big people places and things like that aren't necessarily everybody's cup of tea. But so I always have to talk myself into, like, there's a good chance that the person that is just kind of nervous about engaging in the conversation as well, like, so they're probably just as like, but you just go up and talk, and shit starts happening, and if they're not your deal, you'll figure that out real quick and move along. But a lot of fun though.
Yeah,
I'm super stoked to see just the people. Like, I put the flag up last couple weeks, and I relieved myself of the pressure and the burden of trying to, like, kill myself to get inventory done. But I don't have a table, right? I'm just there to be a part of and help, and experience everything. And so the focus is just seeing all the people that we don't get to see all year long. And people are starting to reach out now, and are you going, making sure. So I'm getting juiced now for sure.
Me too. Now that, kind of like what you said, the pressure is a little off because I know I'm going to finish what I wanted to finish.
Sure.
So now I'm looking forward to it, and I know I got a bunch of sheaths and bullshit, but I know I'll get that stuff done. I can push myself to get that stuff done. But I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep.
And we got some events to go to, and we got some people to see while we're there, and it should be really fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be full. We're not gonna be a dull moment, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I'm so happy we're at the Waverly. Like, I thought about that the other day, and I'm like, oh, that makes me so happy this year.
I just told somebody that. Somebody said, oh God, who is it? They're gonna kill me. It'll come to me in a second. But they were like, oh yeah, hey, same bat channel, same bat place. Oh, Donnie D's said, I got the tables ready. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome, because I said, you can just count me in for a full-time spot because I'm staying at the Waverly. So I'm just I can go crawl and, disappear for a couple minutes and then come back, because that's cool. I was thinking about how far away the Waffle House is going to be now, though. It's going to be like a direct trip, though, to the Waffle House to come back, though.
Well, that Waffle House is like a 5-minute drive. It is.
Yeah, it was a 5-minute drive back instead of like a walk across the street. Like,
just don't lose your wallet.
It was my phone.
Oh, it was your phone. Okay. Yeah. Well, don't lose that either.
Yeah, that fucker. He got me for. What did he get me for?
What was that, like $20 or something?
It was like $20.
Yeah.
Oh, he made me go. I had to go back in and get more money because I had like a 10 on me, and he looked at me and he was like, and I was like, all I got's 100, fucker. You ain't getting that. So you go fuck off. It was worth every bit. Yeah. I left my phone in the Uber, if you guys are wondering, last year at the Waffle House. I had one too many sparkling waters and just
can't handle his water.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Oh. Yeah, we'll have, of course, all of our sponsors are going to be there.
I'm stoked to see them all.
I talked to Lawrence, and he gets in the afternoon on Thursday. I think same thing he did last year. So he'll probably hit us up as soon as he gets in.
Yep.
Which is about the time we'll be able to check into the hotel, I think.
Very cool.
So, we'll want to run upstairs and have a nap, I think, before before the evening.
Mm-hmm.
But I got my abrasive shipment from Lawrence today. I was very happy about that.
Awesome.
So
I'll be over tomorrow.
So, folks, if you guys need anything knife related, Maritime Knife Supply is the place you want to go. Whether it's knife, steel, and again, cuts it for you, slices it up for your Damascus, knife, steel, handle material. He's got all of the beautiful handle material from Oleg, from a bunch of others. He's got, he's carrying the rock solid scales stuff too, right?
Oh, I don't know. I think
I'm
so.
pretty, I'm pretty sure he is.
I know it's Sharky
Yeah, yeah,
has some stuff there.
he's got a ton of handle material and all the
Rob's, yeah, yep.
equipment. Yeah, definitely go check out our friend Lawrence at I was going to say at Two Bastards at Maritime Knife Supply. All of our sponsors are swirling in my head. Oh man, yeah, I'm excited to spend some time with
Yes,
my twin.
Grip Tech is there.
Okay, I figured. Yeah, I know we talked about it before. So, what's new with you? We haven't talked besides you're going to a show. What else is new?
I lost you.
You lost me.
There you are. I got lost in a sea of tabs. I was starting to panic there. Oh man. What's new with me? Not much. The like I said, what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
The help me, dude. The pressure cooker thing. I relieve myself of that, and then but I still, man, I just got this really, and I'm just gonna keep sharing it because I started reaching out to a couple people too, like accountability partner. I'm real big about that. Like in recovery, we talk about we're only as sick as your secrets, right? So if I keep these feelings or whatever, I know a lot of you guys aren't big feelings kind of guys, and I am that guy. But so like last week, I think I was talking about I was listening to some podcasts and I was all motivated and about discipline and motivation and all that stuff, and I was really thought I had a good momentum until I woke up the next morning and completely forgot about it, and that didn't carry over. So this weekend, I had some stuff going on, and then Sunday, I just I gave in to the negative self talk, procrastination bullshit that I've been fighting here lately. Just a sea of excuses, and I'll go out there, and I had about probably a good half a day on Sunday that I intended to go out to the shop, and I didn't, and I beat myself up for it pretty good. But then I took this very, I have a large prescription of that fuckatol, and I took a double dose of that, and just gave myself a break, and I just too much real world problems, real life problems, or not problems, but issues and things to kind of focus this energy on. So I gave myself a break because it didn't last too long, but now I'm all trying to. I'm making that time up in my head this weekend. I got a 3-day weekend, so I have a goal. I have one knife that's almost done. I have 3 that are in really, really, really close, reasonable position to finish, and that's pretty much what that'd be my goal to take. So I should have 4 things, and they're nicer knives, Damascus builds. So looking forward to that. I need a fucking haircut.
Yeah, you hippie.
Yeah, I need a haircut bad. This is probably the longest since COVID that I've gone. My beard is ridiculously out of control, and I don't have intentions of getting a haircut until the Monday before Blade Show, before we leave.
Do you have your barber do your beard too?
Yeah, he does everything.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a full service. Waxes eyebrows.
Checks your inseam.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Manscaped, the whole thing, dude. It's a full service shop, dude. Yeah, so it's going to be a minute, but I'm past that. I'm past that like super uncomfortable in between phase when everything
Mm-hmm.
bothers you on your hair, your beard, everything is going crazy. So, but yeah, that's got to happen. And then I'm super looking forward to. I got another trip to Washington. I leave tomorrow evening, and I'll be there for the rest of the week. But I am going to go hang out with our buddy Steve Lockhart on I think Wednesday evening, and we're going to go chase down some salmon, excuse me. And I'm stoked. I'm absolutely stoked. I've never
I'm
gone
jealous.
salmon fish. I've never gone salmon fishing, and so
You're gonna hook into one of those, and it's like like you're fighting a shark.
I hope so. I hope to get onto one. He's out there doing some recon right now. He was texting me this weekend, so I'm super stoked.
When do you leave tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, yeah, or evening.
But when are you fishing?
Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So it's like right when you get there.
Yeah, I got to work, so I got a lot. I got a really stressful week as far as work goes. Got a big lot of things to handle there. That team I don't get to see, but every month and a half, 2 months or so. So we kind of gather up a bunch of things, but trying to make it super efficient and productive as I can. But so this is going to be a good break from that, though.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm jealous.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, I'm thinking, referring to fishing, I see Dave Lish's stories, and he's always fishing like in the morning, and I'm seeing him on the lake catching trout. I'm like, man, I want to go fishing.
I haven't been for a while. It's actually summertime. We do a lot.
Where do you fish for in the summer? Like crappie or something?
We go out in it's ironically do a lot of trout fishing, but I haven't. It's always up in the high country.
Okay.
Up in off of 395 north or east. Is it that way's east? I keep wanting to call it north, but like June Lake, Mammoth, that 395 is more east than it is north. So
I don't even know
it's
that
over
highway.
the mountain range. 395 runs on the other side of the other side of Yosemite, runs up the state on the backside, up into Reno and Nevada and all the way down to Big Bear.
That's far. That's like a couple hours.
Oh yeah, it's like 3 or 4 hours.
All right, that's like a full
it's
weekend trip.
It's a trip. Oh. But I do have a buddy that lives up in Copperopolis, which is about an hour and a half, and there's a couple Tulloch and a couple lakes out there. You get out there early enough, you can get onto some bass in the morning. So that's always a lot of fun.
Yeah. Coming back from Kelly's shop, last month or something like that, there's a beautiful little river right by that I never saw because I got into her place going the back way, and there's a beautiful little river that goes through there, and there's all kinds of little places you can fish along that river.
haven't done much river fishing here anyways. It's not.
I don't know what's in it. I mean, there must be fish in it, but
yeah, a lot of lakes though. We have a lot of lakes, so a lot of bass.
Yeah. But I'm hoping if things go well on my blade show prep, I would, and I haven't checked the weather next week, but today was warm. I might actually take the jet skis out and go jet skiing with Parker next week if I can weasel a day without having to do knife stuff. And I don't want it to be on the weekend because there's going to be too many idiots on the water. I'd rather go, but we'll see.
Yep.
I got to take you and Jerid out again.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
that was a good time.
I don't know. Can you ride doubles with him, or is he getting too big?
Nah, he's a little dude. He's like his dad was when he was younger. Oddly enough, I'm a big guy now, but I was exactly his size when I was his age. He's like 118 pounds right now, 120. But he's been going to the gym, so ask him. He's like 220 yoked, which is cool.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, so we got all the cast of characters up at Blade Show. Really looking forward to seeing Coy Baker and the boys from Baker Forged and Tool. If you're in the market for whoa, I just stuttered. If you're in the market for some premium pattern welded steel, go check them out. They got the Baker Forge and Tool app, where you can get 1 day early access to all of their drops. They have Gator Piss. They've expanded that line from regular Gator Piss to Gator Piss Heavy, Gator Piss Max for stainless. All that stuff is shipping now. I confirm they're out and rolling. And if you haven't tried that, make sure you go do that. Load up your cart and use the discount code Triple T10 for 10% off. That's TTT10 for 10% off. But at Blade Show, they got a bunch of cool stuff going on. So, like, as we were talking about preparing for your trip and what to do at Blade Show, there's a lot of educational stuff that's there too as well. If you have the opportunity to do that, and Coy and the boys are putting on some demos with Grayson from Gray Blades and Jordan from JB Blades. They're going to do a step-by-step process on how they etch using Gator Piss. That's going to be really cool. Bunch of demos, a lot of topics covered. You know, how to prepare, stacking oxides, sealing oxides, and just a whole in-depth look into the Gator Piss product standard in both max and heavy. So, and you know, Coy always probably going to record it, but they're going to have a Q&A as well from other Damascus experts from the industry. So make sure you stop over at Coy's table and say what's up and check out all that cool stuff that he has going.
Definitely. And I was talking to Mr. Coy the other day, and they're going to make a big product announcement at Blade Show. And
Ooh.
My video that comes out the Thursday of Blade Show will be on that topic. So
Cool.
I will be doing a review, an introduction of that product. Coy gave me the go ahead to release that video the Thursday of Blade Show.
Nice.
And I think you guys want to check out this product. It's going to be a cool one.
Very cool. Awesome.
Keep you in suspense.
Yeah. Of course, we're going to see Travis Haynes from Pelican Paste. He's got a table there. If you're looking for some premium wax, go check that out. He'll have the hard wax, soft wax, Pelican oil. Assuming the hand solve and the soap will be up there too. He's currently right now also putting together, trying to get these challenge coins off and sold to raise some money for the trip there. But fill the code up or your card up and use the discount code Triple T10. And I don't know, try it, man. Go up there and say Triple T10 when you're filling your bag up as well.
I plan on buying some Pelican Paste. I'm going to walk up to him and say, Travis, Triple T10.
Yep, TTT10.
Pelican. Sorry, I need the Pelican oil.
That's right.
Actually, I need some Pelican Paste too.
Nice.
Oh. And I'm looking forward to seeing the best dressed man at Blade Show.
That's right.
Mr. Frank Machado from Two Basterds, Texas Smithy and Supplies, maker of the most amazing hammers out there. So if you need a hammer, go talk to Frank. He'll probably have a few with him. He's always walking around with hammers, holding up that something.
It's got to be like a counter lever like method of some kind.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe these are like there's straps that go up over his shoulders or something. I don't know.
Yeah, very cool.
But yeah, go check him out. Get yourself straight peen, cross peen, any kind of peen. All the peens.
Curvy
peen.
Because ain't it grand to have a fat peen in your hand?
I do love our sponsors.
Yes, we do. And just for some like proof effect here, sponsors are gracious enough to support the show. We appreciate them. We support them. We back them. We use all the products that we're talking about here. But when you're doing a podcast, and what episode are we on? 66 now.
66.
Yeah, that's amazing, right? So I guess as we started in the very beginning of this journey here, it was like, I don't know. Sometimes what Dennis and I don't want to be is the podcast that is, hey, look at us, we're doing naked cartwheels, right? Look at us. We
Nobody
try.
wants to see us do naked cartwheels.
I fair enough, touche. But the attention seeking, and although there's a responsible effort to promote the podcast and to get our what we're doing out there, and but I struggled with that a lot when we first started. I'm super insecure about telling people personally, right? But Facebook and Instagram kind of took care of that for me, because part of my duty here is to manage the IG account, and somehow Meta linked all my shit together. So when I post the Triple T, which I was just doing to post to that account, we do tag each other in our regular accounts, but it linked over to Facebook, and I never really knew, and so now I have personal people that I like, not that I have never spoken to about knife making in any way or shape or form, talk to me or reach out, and they'll say some things about it. But even professionally too, like every now and again I'll tell somebody at work, oh yeah, I do a podcast, blah, blah, blah. Like, what does that mean? So but what I'm trying to get at is that we talk about it, and I'm more comfortable saying it if the opportunity comes up in the conversation. But my boss, who he's a good buddy of mine, like one of my better friends too. I let him know that I was doing this for a while, but I don't ever expect anybody to listen. And I think that's a wonderful thing about podcasting, is that we never know who is actually going to listen, right? We hit send, it goes out, and we never know. So the 4 listeners thing is great. If it's more than that, that's awesome. But I got this message the other night from my boss, and he had just started telling me that he was listening to the podcast, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I started thinking about, like, oh, I hope I wasn't talking too much shit
How much it sucks at work.
Yeah. Well, it fucking does suck. Fuck him. No, but so I get this voicemail the other night, and I just shared it with Dennis, and if this isn't the validation for all the sponsorship dollars right here, buddy.
Yeah, we got to play it. You
Hit
got to
'em.
tell me when to stop, because I haven't heard the whole thing, but
It ends on its own at the perfect time.
Bro, I listened to 2.5 episodes of your podcast, and you sons of bitches have me ready to buy pelican paste or fucking fat beans or some other bullshit. I've heard more commercials about shit I don't know or care about, and I'm almost convinced to buy the shit. That's all I got. Later, man.
I thought that was fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I don't talk about, like, because my buddy he's an amazing maker himself, just in an entirely different world. He has a lemons team. Him and a couple of our buddies put together a racing team, Almost Ready Racing. The wonderful world of 24-hour lemons. They do like 3 or 4 races a year, but they bought an old Ford Escort, like a trash.
What is this? I've never heard of this, Racing Lemons.
Yeah, it's called Lemons Racing. So they take the most, like, the shittiest cars, and they build them up, but they give them a theme. So his car is Dr. Pecker. So Dr. Pepper theme, but like just some really awesome stuff, and it's just endless, like the creativity that some of these guys go. But they're functional race cars, and they race for 24 hours over the weekend. They just run these things, and it's pretty cool. I haven't had an opportunity to go check out a race, but I want to do it. But on top of that, he's one of the most, far as making goes, he's probably one of the most influential guys, along with Jeff and a handful of other people that, prior to knife making. He's the guy that I built my first bench with. I always joke around that I was 40 years old the first time I cut a piece of wood on purpose, and he was the guy that made sure I didn't cut my hand off when I did it. So, but to have him listening, and get that he's saying pelican pace and fat peen and like all that stuff was pretty cool. So I couldn't help but share that.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you got for Maker Spotlight?
I have where's my time? I have Everett Edge. Everett, Everett Edge. Everett Edge, and it's Brock Everett Leland. And he's got just over 1,300 followers, and just making all kinds of stuff from folders to I see a really cool Kumai folder. He's got some little hatchet, lots of really cool.
Oh, I like the hatchet.
Yeah, he does a lot of rock texture on his knives. That seems to be a theme, but some really, really cool stuff.
Oh, dude, I think I just saw him and Pickle collabed on something.
Oh, really?
I think that rock texture Kumai is Pickle Steel.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it's got some cool knives, and he's Canadian, so always happy to support the Canadians.
Yeah, he's
Western
got cool
Canadian Knife Association, Salmon Arm, BC.
I bet you he has cool vests.
Are you insulting my Maker Spotlight?
I'm not. So I have one. I'm just saying they're influential.
So go give him a follow.
Yeah, very cool.
And who do you have this week?
I have. Make sure I got. Yep, I got a Cook _ Knifeworks. He's got 1,335 followers, so similar following account or amounts there. Out of southern, VA, Virginia?
Yep.
I've been following this guy for a long time, years now, and I like his Maker's Mark too. It's like I don't know what that's. I want to call it the Shocker, but it's not quite the Shocker, but it is. Well, it's like Shocker minus the pinky, but it's really cool Maker's Mark. But does awesome like EDC stuff. A lot of stonewash. What is the name of that handle? The rock texture handle. There's a name for it. I'm coming up short on it.
Enzo pattern.
Enzo, yeah, yep. That's a lot of that, but really cool stuff. And if you're not checking him out, I don't see a name here though.
Yeah, I don't see a name.
I don't either. A lot of ring handles, just really cool stuff, really solid looking styles, and he gets after it. So go give him a follow. That's Cook _ Knifeworks on IG.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've been following him for a while too. I like the ring knives. I don't know why I haven't made one of those.
Same.
Besides the karambit, every time I look at one, I'm like, oh, those are cool. I got to make one, but I still haven't.
Yeah. I think that was like one of the first requests my buddies made. They're like, can you make a ring? I'm like, yeah. I just never did. But yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah. It's the only place a hole should be in a knife is in a ring.
There you
go. I got one other big announcement that the YouTube Knife Maker Challenge is going to get kicked off in a couple of weeks. I'm already working on the list of participants. We got a couple of new ones this challenge that I think are going to just blow the socks off the challenge. So I'm expecting some big things. So cool. Look forward to seeing the announcement.
Have you announced the anything about it?
No. So I'll save it for the announcement video that'll come out in probably the week after Blade Show.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I can tell you the timeline will be, I haven't actually done the timeline yet, but you got until at least the end of August. It'll probably be the very beginning of September where we drop the videos, because I'd like all the judging and everything to be done before I leave for Italy. So, so it's going to be like the first week, because I'm leaving in the 22nd. So I'd like it to all be wrapped up by then.
You're going to Italy the 22nd of what?
September.
Oh, you're cramping my style.
Yeah. We're
All
already.
right.
I'm getting alarmed at what the price of flights is. Actually,
I can't imagine.
oh, it's insane. It's like, oh, you want, they do the old bait and switch, like, oh, flights are like $615. Oh, but you want to sit together. You want to take a bag. Okay, now you're up to $1,000 a person. You want, you don't want to sit in the back of the plane. Yeah, it's going to be, we're looking at probably close to $2,600 for the flights for two of us.
And that's just a standard seat?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So
that's cool. That sounds like a cool trip there, though.
Yeah, should be. I actually reached out to Blackbeard Projects, Gator from Blackbeard, because I know he's in Italy, but unfortunately he is not. He's in Florence, and we're not going to Florence.
Oh, he's like the Noah of Washington?
No, he's in a major city. It's just not one I'm going to, unfortunately, and I'm going to be pretty far. Yeah. So I would have liked to hook up with him and take him out for dinner, but not going to happen unless
Good for you for reaching out. Very proud of you.
He's the only person I know in Italy. So if we have any other Italy listeners, you reach out to me and let me know.
Oh, yeah. You got to go check out last week. Or no, you weren't. That wasn't you. You weren't here with us.
What?
Alfredo.
Oh, but he's not in Italy.
Yeah.
What?
My Maker Spotlight from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but I looked him up. He's not actually in Italy, though, is he?
I thought he was. I'm pretty sure he is. He speaks Italian. Italian, sorry. Fuck that up. Fuck that up. God dang it.
Maybe I just didn't look.
Yeah. Oh. Anyways, well, yeah, go check that out sometime. He's out there. Right. But yeah, other than that, I don't know anybody. I do have a major announcement too before we go.
Oh.
The Triple T podcast stickers have shipped.
Yeah, you're lucky. You would have been in a whole heap of shit if you didn't get those done. But good, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I won't get anything else done, but we'll have fucking stickers. All right. All right. Well, yeah, I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
At some point. And then I got to fly away. So.
Oh. Yeah, work hard. Well, I'm not.
It's good. Thank you. Appreciate your support.
No, I'll be working.
Good deal.
All right, man.
Okay.
That is a wrap. We'll see you folks next week. And take it easy.
Take it sleazy.
Makes me want breadsticks.
Mm-hmm. Or a mattress. What's up, Mama? I love you. That's a wrap.